So which one of these water boilers is going to be the best? This is really going to be up to you. I'm going to go through the similarities because they are very, very, very similar, but there are some main differences which might be strikingly obvious, but let's go through them. So both of them have the water reservoir where you can see how much water is in each one of these. The dispense function, you have the regular dispense, and if you press the unlock button and hold it, it's going to bring it to a slow dispense, and it allows the water to come out a little bit slower. Both of them have 4 different temperature settings. We've got a timer function, so it doesn't have to stay on all day. You can set that timer function to go off in like 6 hours, 10 hours, whatever you decide. Both of them also, when you open it up, they have lids that come off, which is really, really nice. And if you can see that there's a little cutout right there, and then right here it says empty from here. This is where you're going to be able to empty this into a big pot. If you need to utilize a lot of hot water, that is super, super convenient. And then once you're done, you kind of put it back, and you know the cord is easy to just unplug and plug back in into its normal spot, and then you're good to go. They both have that in common. They also have the little go handle, so if you're going to take them somewhere, you can pick them up and move them. And we've got the little slider up underneath. That way you can slide it back and forth. Now obviously this one is going to be the 5 liter, this one's 3 liter, so this one has more capacity, but it's also taller. So if you have something tall, it's easy to set the tall thing here and then dispense it in. Where if you have something really tall, you need to bring this one closer to the edge. That way the tall thing you hold in place while you dispense. Now this one is more compact. This is the one that I end up using in the RV because I have limited space. So I want the more compact unit for that. And then this is the one that I would use in the main house. That way I've got more capacity. I don't have to fill it up as much. Plus it's got that height for day-to-day use. I think this works out better for the main house. But if it's just one person, maybe this is going to be the one that's for you, and you don't need all that extra water. Where I have 4 people in my family plus 2 dogs, and I utilize the hot water 3 times a day just to soften the dog's kibble. That way it you know, makes it a little bit better for them, and then put some ice in afterwards. I make tea with it. I also utilize it for cooking purposes. I utilize the hot water for cleaning stuff when I just need instant hot water to clean something real quick. So many different things that I end up using these things for. It's amazing. Something else that's cool is like when I wake up in the morning, I'll put my clean coffee mug up under there, fill it up with the hot water, let it sit for 30 seconds, dump it back in, and now my coffee pot or coffee mug is really hot. So when I go to pour my coffee stays warmer for longer. That's kind of cool. But there's lots of different things. This is one of those appliances that I never thought that I absolutely needed. And once I ended up having one, it's one of those things that I don't want to live without. Which one's right for you? It's really going to depend on how you live and which one makes the most sense. For me, this is the main house. This is for the RV, but I could make both of them work if need be.